states expected to determine the outcome. Harris vowing to be a president for all Americans.
America is ready for a fresh start, ready for a new way forward where we see our fellow American not as an enemy, but as a neighbor. And we are ready for a president who knows that the true measure of a leader is not based on who you beat down, but based on who you lift up.
But this morning, the only message that matters comes from the voting booths.
There's no early voting here in Alabama, but millions around the country have already cast their vote ahead of Election Day. 78 million Americans voted early, either in person or by mail. That's not as many as 4 years ago during the pandemic, but it is more than in 2012 and 2016.
Still, a major concern around the nation is the security at the polls. We've already seen some early voting drop boxes set on fire across the country. This one that you're seeing here in Washington State exploding after someone dropped something in it. Now security will be increased across the nation. This is a look inside the FBI command post in Washington, D.C. They will be monitoring all election-related threats. As for the Philadelphia district attorney, he did not mince words for anyone wanting to disrupt this election.
But I also want to be clear. Anybody who thinks it's time to play militia, F around and find out. Anybody who thinks it's time to insult, to deride, to mistreat, to threaten people, F around and find out. We do have the cuffs, we do have the jail cells.
A clear message there. Now, security is also in place ahead of the 2 watch parties tonight. U.S. Secret Service and Homeland Security are working together to keep everyone safe at the election night watch parties in West Palm Beach and Howard University in Washington, D.C.
And people are starting to arrive to vote down in Shelby County. We're taking a live look this morning at the polling site. I don't think that's our shot just yet. There we go. There's our live shot. That is at the Pelham Civic Center. And this morning we're also taking a look at expected voter turnout.
Yeah, WVTM 13's Emma Owen joining us live from Huffman Baptist Church, where voters are already lining up there too, just about an hour before the polls open. So Emma, how many people are expected to cast a ballot?
Well, Scott and Carla, here in Jefferson County, there are more than 501,000 registered voters, and the county is expecting a 65% voter turnout. Now, I do want to break these numbers down for you across our state. There are more than 3.8 million registered voters here in Alabama. And according to the Alabama Secretary of State's office, the participation level has dropped each presidential election since 2008. That year, the turnout was 73.8%. In 2012, it was 73.2%, 2016, 66.8%, and in 2020, 63%. Here in Jefferson County, Barry Stevenson, chairman of the Jefferson County Board of Registrars, says they spent all last week getting the poll workers ready for today.
We're using a record number of poll workers this year, over 1,800 poll workers all throughout the county on November 5th.
Now, I do want to show you what it looks like here outside Huffman Baptist Church. You can see there are so many people already lined up. Again, the polls will open in a little less than an hour, and you can see it is a packed house here already. A lot of people lined up ready to cast their ballot here this morning. Live in Jefferson County, Emma Owen, WVTM 13.
All right. All right, thanks, Emma. 6:05 right now. A big race here in our state is getting some national attention. That is Alabama District 2.
Yeah, a court ruling redrew that district, creating an open seat. So that seat will now be filled by either Democrat Shamari Figgers or Republican Caroline Dobson. Now, this is a look at the newly created district here. It now includes downtown Montgomery and downtown Mobile. This means the voting population would be at least 50% African American. And here's the challenge for Dobson. Looking back at the votes from this area in 2020, Joe Biden won that area of Alabama by 12 points. For Dobson, she says it's about rebuilding the district.
We have a huge brain drain problem in the district. We have incredible natural resources. We have wonderful people, and yet so many of our young people are leaving and never coming back. And I wanted to do everything I could to help create more opportunities in the area.
Shamari Figgers says his goal for the new district is to not just create jobs, but better paying jobs.
When you look at wages here in the state of Alabama, we are paid the 4th or 5th lowest wages of any state in the United States of America. So we have to look at creating environments where workers want to be here.
And tonight we will have team coverage from both campaign watch parties. Live coverage starts at 4 o'clock right here on WVTM 13. And we're also closely watching the race in District 7.
Congresswoman Terry Sewell has held that seat since 2011. Now, District 7 includes downtown Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. It also extends into the Alabama Black Belt. Today, Representative Sewell is being challenged by Robin Lydecker. Lydecker worked in the Alabama public education system for 32 years.
There's also a challenge for District 6 today. That includes parts of Jefferson and Shelby counties. It also extends all the way down into Autauga County. Now, that district is currently held by Congressman Gary Palmer. He's facing a challenge from Democratic newcomer Elizabeth Anderson. And down in South Alabama, District 1 is also being challenged today. Republican Barry Moore is the incumbent. He's running against Democrat Tom Holmes.
And this is why all of these races matter nationally. That's where you can see the balance of power in the House. Now, going into today's election, the Republicans control the House with 220 seats. The Democrats have 212. And now take a close at just how close the balance of power is in the U.S. Senate. The Democrats currently have a 1-seat lead there. None of the Alabama Senate seats are in play right now, but there are several close races nationally. Now, in West Virginia, Joe Manchin is not running for re-election. Glenn Elliott and Jim Justice are trying to replace him. And in Arizona, Kyrsten Sinema is also not running for re-election. The race there tonight is between Ruben Gallegos and Kari Lake. And in Texas, Ted Cruz facing a hard-fought challenge from Colin Allred. We want you to scan this QR code right there on your screen that has everything you need to know. And that will take you to our voter online guide, which will help you check your voter registration status, find your polling location, and much more. You'll also be able to hear some of our conversations with candidates from across the state.